Hey guys, this is Scribbler, and today we're gonna be continuing Doki Literature Club A Brand New Day. So it's been a couple months since I did this, and I completely forgot about it. So we're gonna continue it today. So yeah, the last one almost has 100 views, so hopefully this one does well too. Make sure to leave a like on the video, and let's get straight into this. Guys, also, sadly, these headphones are retiring because they're broken now, and so they just cut off randomly all the time. So now I'm using my Skull Candy wireless ones for everything. So let's do this. So this is where we left off. I don't remember anything that happened, so because I haven't played it in like 3 months, so sorry if I missed a lot of things. But yeah, let's continue. Club time already. Yeah, I hope for more cupcakes if it's a daily thing. Hi again, Scrib. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I won't make the same mistakes like last time, Monica. Last time, what last time? Oh yeah. Everyone's more like self-aware in this thing, in this DLC. Although I took my headset off because I cannot hear anything. I might be yelling my head off right now. Last time, what last time? Monica looks flustered and leaves. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. I look around to see what everyone is doing. Monica and Sayori are in a deep conversation about something. What deep conversation? Yuri is engrossed. I don't know what that word is. In a book. I decided to walk by the closet to see what. Okay, so I don't want to pronounce her name wrong. So isn't it like Natsuki or something? I looked it up because I didn't want to say it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Natsuki. It's not Natsuki, right? I don't think it's that. I think it's Natsuki. I don't know. Not a Nazi. Natsuki. So see what Natsuki's up to. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Are you looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. Always messing around with my stuff and never putting it back where it belongs. What's the point keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga, sweet. You read manga, right? Heck yes, I do. Manga is life. How did you know? Heard you bring it up at some point. So that's kind of written on your face. Should stop reading manga before I go to bed. It looks like the ink is getting stuck on my face when I fall asleep on it. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips one right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. The series I've never heard of in my life. I wonder if it's like Sailor Moon but with desserts. Probably meant this either way. Out of my demographic are freaking awesome. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that. I'm not judging. I'm not judging at all. She points to the classroom door. No way in heck am I judging. I've read stuff you wouldn't imagine a person like me would read. What am I saying? It was the tone of your voice. Am I not enthusiastic enough? But I'll tell you one thing, Scrib. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Roasting Book. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shows the book right into my hands. Ooh. Stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful, tire-striking, animated, feminine poses. It's Mo to the extreme. Don't just stand there, huh? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. This is the first time coming out of the closet. It will be more times. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. Pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable, or my lap? I sit on the floor. My lap? What? The chairs wouldn't work. Can't read at the same time like that. Ooh. What is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. Make me feel weird about it. I mean, I just told you to sit on my lap. That should have been the weird thing. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Nothing weird about it to me. I didn't exactly expect me to be sitting this close to her either, but I think it's more of a plus than a minus. I open the book. Only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Dang. So much reading in this. I'm really retarded, so I can't read, so typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Kind of reminds me of the silliness of what some of the older magical girl mangas that I read had. Not that I read that kind of stuff, cough cough. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. The guy would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Of course not. I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. So it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. Man, these are probably gonna die because this video is probably like 30 minutes. So wait. Okay. Had to go do something. Come back. So what really makes it so good? There are so many touching parts of that, so glad to hear it. Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Natsuki seems kind of too nice in this mod. It's kind of scary. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's this supposed to mean? Oops. Natsuki gives me a little shove. This means that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, why does that matter? Doesn't, I'm just curious. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Baking. Shouldn't be embarrassed about liking to bake. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. So of all the hobbies to pick from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? We reread one for a few more minutes. Finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. It's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince one of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Do you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can you bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Man, there's so many things that I really wanted to do, that I like used to do, that I still want to do, but you know, they're too like childish and stuff. I kind of relate to this a little bit. Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less than friends who are also into it. I already had a hard time trying to find any friends who would understand me for that. It's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. It's safe here in the club. So what I remember from the main game is that doesn't she get beat by her dad or something? If Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Monica is a jerk. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. It's not like that solved any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? And if you ever had any problems, you can talk to me, okay? I'm your friend too, Natsuki. Starting to sweat a little bit? Really? Geez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Is she psychotic? Totally forgot that happened. Oh. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it's especially bad one. Shouldn't be talking about that yet. Let's finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. Why does Minori kinda sound like Sayori? But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki for whom it's a rare experience. That makes me smile a little to myself. I'm glad we helped Natsuki get over some of her fears. Natsuki, can you come over here really quick? Sayori and I need to speak to you about a few things for club activity. Sorry guys, my camera ran out of storage. I knew it was. So I had to delete a couple things, but let's get back into this. Oh come on. Could your time be any worse? Sorry. It won't take too long. You do look pretty cozy over there. I'm trying to say, Monica. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you know what happened? Sure I do. Well, don't be a dummy, just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bad, I'll kill you. Dang, by tomorrow. only got partway through the volume so far. I should be able to finish this and hopefully have time to speak to Natsuki tomorrow about this. Alright then. Stand up. I return to where I put my stone and carefully slip the book into my bag. Natsuki's working with the other girls. Yuri approaches me. Thanks for keeping your promise, Scrib, and coming back to the club. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sora told me he didn't even want to join any club this year. Natsuki was just hanging out with me. She just throws me under the bus like that. And last year too. Oh god. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Monica always just roasts everybody in the class. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Dang. Well, at least they censored it for me. Thank you, developers. Mother F at Kerr. Manga is literature. Dang, so much cussing in this. Dang straight. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Come on, Natsuki, let's talk about manga some more. Natsuki refuses to speak to me for now. Whatever, I guess I will talk to her later about it then. I forgot to ask if she likes Sailor Moon. Don't worry, guys. Sayori. Oh, Sayori. My best friend. Scrib always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. I'm surprised you crawl out of that pile evermore. Dang. You almost set your house on fire once. Lucky that I was able to put it out. I didn't know you could burn water. What? That happened? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Scrib can become good friends too? Sayori? That would be nice. As usual, Sora seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into, where she's a genius. I'll thank her later. I remember some of these, and yeah, there's like little things that changed in the text. It's pretty cool. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? I'm not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? What is it? Never mind. Sorry, I made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So many nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's short reads, it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl so cute without even trying? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. I'll definitely read it. Make sure to read that. Take the book from Yuri's supple hands. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Well, I guess I should start reading. Why did the music stop? Oh, in 10 seconds, Yuri looks up at me. It's only been like a few seconds since I sat down in my seat, or else make contact. Oh, sorry. Oh, it looks like Yuri is reading the same book as she gave me. Isn't the same book he gave me? Oh, it was on sale, so I thought it would be a good thing to get too. Or you wanted to read it with me. Alright. I kind of want to know what it's about. Mary closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Dang. How can someone make something that dark? It's kind of why is Yuri like already starting to go crazy? Yuri gently giggles, then starts laughing uncontrollably. Uncontrollably. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Scrooge? Not a bad thing, I guess. Well, no, I've read a few books like that. It's not even close to the truth, kind of like Moira. She's acting kind of strange. Maybe it's her eyes. She has really pretty eyes, though. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new perspective. That book actually seems like it would be a good book, though. Even though I know what it's about. It's like really scary and stuff, but when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals on their own, or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thinking that I'm hearing a lot of this from before. Oh, don't worry, don't apologize. I'm kind of into this book now. Oh, well, that is the truth. Well, it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Keep talking, I can hear you out for days. Oh, okay, you know, that just means you're passionate about reading. All I can do is listen, I can listen to you forever. Dang. Don't know about that. It's kinda creepy, but it's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Didn't you want to talk about it more? I guess. Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit there, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. But as reading in company with someone, I see. We're just sliding in. But just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start with the prologue. I don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... You really apologize loud, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk until it's up against Yuri's and I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once feeling in a little, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page here. It takes your left arm and folds the left side of the book between your thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. The way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. And dang guys, my throat's getting really dry. Are you ready? I need to start getting some water after I do these. Like while I'm doing it, because oh my god. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Dang, you can see her right there. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. She's just looking at the book. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. So I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Then gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's blunter in a lot of ways. She also second guesses all the things that she says and does. She's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in her head or anything. They're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Read my sign for a moment. The scrib, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. What's so embarrassing that you think that, wait, didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Man. I really hope nothing bad happens in this one, in this mod. So I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. This saying more meant that it's cute actually. You sang so suddenly. Okay, everyone, it's poem time. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We're not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. But alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. No, it's not because of that. It's because we were having a moment there and you were like, poem time! But, you know, I go with that too. It's not, it's fine. It's all good, it's fine. It's alright. Alright, I guess it's time to share poems. Scribbler, you are up first. So I have to recite my poem first. Darkest wonders in my soul pours out from each and every hole. Don't know what the song is, but let it end now, exit scene. The song just randomly changed. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Blends around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. If you were at rock bottom, there's no other way than up, right? I would just start climbing them. Both from Sora and Monica are happily chatting. Sora and Monica are always chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. So this language. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. You could say it's fancy. Thanks. Where's this Q? Q? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh, is this the big fight that happens? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? You're missing the point. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I'm trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that or to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sori liked it. Scribbler too. Based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Dang. Which I haven't yet. And it's sort of like my poem too, you know. I didn't even read any poems. So, he even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Isn't that what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Scribbler appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. But how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't... That's not gonna read this one. Grew 2 sizes too big as soon as Scribbler started showing up. Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Only both will turn towards me as if they just noticed that I was standing there. No screw, no escape now. Screw him. She's just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself, I wanted to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. It's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason. That means you should jump out the reader and force them to figure it out. I don't know which side I want to go on. Let me explain it to her script. Wait, the reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language, it's the only way to convey complex feelings in the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Understand that, right, script? Well, I could do that in the first place. Not like I'm an expert on writing. But screw, let's do this. The worst it's going to be. What? Not up or shut up. This is the last thing I'm gonna do, by the way, just this choice. So, I think I'm gonna end it here. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will do one of these soon, because I want to try to finish this, because it's gonna take a long time. So, I might actually just do a live stream on it also, because this is like a really long game. Well, I don't really know if the mod's long, but the actual game is, so I don't know. This might be long. It might be as long as that, so yeah. Yeah. Goodbye.